Hey, how's it going today? Well, hope you guys, gals out there had an amazing day. I had a pretty great day myself, did the best I could. Um, yeah, much better than, I guess how yesterday's one kind of turned out. But, yeah, so I just kind of thought, like, I'd talk about, connecting with like the outdoors and stuff. It was a nice enough day. I was able to take my son outside, and we were able to go to like, guess I don't know, you call it like a little uh, I don't know. It's got some animals at this park. It's by the city and stuff. And first got him out on the swing and stuff like that. The weather was nice. It was like, yeah, sunny and everything. So went and had a swing, then walked around and stuff. Went seen all these animals, kind of like a petting zoo, but you can't really pet the animals. They're kind of, but you can feed them and stuff like this. And so we seen some llamas, some emus, a peacock, a bunch of ducks and stuff. And it was pretty cute to like just see the little guy like start talking to them all, thinking like hi, 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 blowing kisses and stuff and that. Like he was thinking maybe they're gonna respond back to him, but it's yeah. He got a few quacks from the ducks and stuff, and a couple of the goats and sheep made a little brr and that. But but that's what I'm talking about, connecting back with nature, right? Some days you can get a little cooped up, right? And maybe that's what was happening to me the last few days, or whatever. And so it was just nice to go back out and connect, and I connected with a few trees and stuff like that, right? Like I've talked about, it's nice for grounding, it's nice for clearing energy and stuff. So don't ever forget to do that. Some days you might get a little bit flustered, you might feel a little bit out of sorts or whatever, but just you have to maintain some practices that you have. And even I may talk about these things, but sometimes you kind of forget about them sometimes in the heat of it, right? And so it's just remembering still, like, take care of number one, right? You can always give so much of yourself to others, but you still have to maintain like number one, right? And so that's the main thing. But yeah, like I was saying though, like it was a fun time with my little guy. We were able to have some laughs, and just yeah, get some fresh air, see some new things, stuff like that. The thing that made him the most interesting was watching the guys pretty much work and start building like this playground kind of beside where we were at the swing set and stuff. He was super interested in tools ever since he was like a was able to walk. His first thing was going under the dining room table and making sure all the nuts were tightened on the legs and stuff like that. So he's a very hands-on type of fella. And so he heard the saws and them beating stuff up and had to get his hands in there and look at it. But anyways, hey, don't forget to connect with nature.